We are. Welcome, my friends, to day one. Or day... No, it's not day one. It's day three. Day three in Hidden Cup number 2. This is the round of 8 now. So these are the quarterfinals. Hrolf the Ganger won in the round of 16. And Nobunaga won in the round of 16. And we have Nobunaga here. He's playing as the Malians in the blue. And then in the red, we have Hrolf the Ganger. He is playing as the Incas. Dave, both players were dominant in the round of 16, but how does this change now that you're going into another set of games against someone who's potentially stronger?
I think your mindset has to change going in.
Yeah.
You gotta play more careful. Although it was random seeding, so like they should have been playing careful from the beginning.
Yeah, it's true.
To be fair.
I mean, you could have played the Viper in round 1 and beaten the Viper, and then you never know, right? You're definitely right. There's potential that the round of 8 games could be slightly easier, but from what I've seen, I don't think so. I think every player who's played in the round of 16 that has won is looking frighteningly good. Malians vs Incas is a very fun matchup. Already we see the laming from the Mesosiv, and here he comes, Hrolf the Ganger. And is he gonna find a pig to steal? MBL confirmed. Have we found him? Have we confirmed that this is MBL?
Right away.
Right away. No hesitation whatsoever. And
Even
Hrolf,
got the hits down the hill.
yeah.
So he didn't take as much damage, and he's going to have no trouble taking that back. I don't think there's any way Nobunaga, sorry, not Nobunaga, gets over there and blocks that boar.
Yeah, MBL confirms, man. I think Nobunaga might be looking for his own lane. I see his scout forward right now. He did know that his pig was there, and he probably realizes it is gone. This is just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. He can't even find his opponent's base. I don't know how he can't find it, though, because he found the gold and the stone there, so he should know. But anyway, he'll have to go back home and push deer to make up for that loss. Where are his deer? Yeah, I guess that's doable, but certainly not the best start for him.
No, and I don't like his map. I like the wood lines. They're great.
Yeah.
But look at that area at the front with the hills, and it's so open. All his res is sitting right there against Incas.
Against Incas, it can be complicated because of the forward resources, and it could likely be towered. Though I do feel like you just build your barracks in front of that gold, a little bit of walling, and then you have 2 safe wood lines, and probably a safe gold and stone. So, might not be the end of the world. It always depends on how he'll choose to play this. You look at Red, for example. Red could wall off, and normally you do with Incas, but his second and third gold could be complicated if he doesn't get his walls up. So I would expect probably to see a decent amount of walling from both players. But Malians versus Incas, do you think that the Malian player should be expecting a forward here, or will the Inca player go for something else?
It's tough, man.
Yeah.
Like, he knows his boar got stolen, so he knows Red has explored his base.
Yes, that's true.
And I think he knew where that second boar position was. So if you're in his position, you have to assume that Red knows that your main gold, your stone, and your secondary gold are all there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good thought.
I would be expecting a forward from the Incas, but Red didn't see that main gold, so maybe he's not planning on it.
Yeah, Red only sees the second, and I mean, that is actually the downside of, I guess, going for the lane, because you can't see all the resources because you leave your opponent's base immediately. It would be the norm for both civs to go man-at-arms here. I think the question then is, will Hrolf go for something different? Will he send villagers forward and tower? There could be a risk associated with that now, Dave, because you have a weak eagle, so the eagle in the fight is not going to be as helpful. We'll see.
I think he'll just go man-at-arm.
Yeah.
It doesn't strike me as a tower build right now, but I could be wrong. I'm quite frequently wrong, so
we all are. Everyone in the chat who thinks they're experts. 3 people were voted as the Viper so far out of the 8 that have gotten into the quarterfinals. 2 people have been voted as MBL. Sorry. 1 person has been voted as MBL. 2 have been voted as Leary. And I believe 2 is Jordan. So, wait, no, we did have 1. I forget all the breakdown of it. I can show you guys after the event. We'll have a ton of data. But basically, I don't think everyone knows as much as they would like to know, including us,
Tristan.
Dave. Yeah.
I was wrong. I admit I was wrong. He's coming forward.
Vivi, man. Fat Dragon confirmed. Is this the Fat Dragon?
This is why you pick Incas, right?
Yeah, but there's... Okay, so if we're talking MBL, Viper, Leary, those types of guys, the European... Sorry, it's early. The European pros are not known for going with this forward all the time, or even picking Incas first. I think they would opt more for like a Malian's pick or Slav's pick. The Vivi and Yo and Tim, those guys, they really like these forwards. And oh my god,
five militia. I think he knows.
Does he
but
though?
Red juked him. Red juked him, dude. He went the wrong way.
Oh wow, Red, that was a smart move from Red to send his weak eagle to the right, distract Nobunaga. Nobunaga could fight this with villagers. This could be a very quick game. Oh my god, the quick walls.
He's walling up.
Oh my god, he didn't wall all his vills in though, Dave.
And the man-at-arm upgrade is coming in. Oh no.
I'll switch to HP bars to show you guys. This is so close. Red has so many weak units right now. This is ridiculous. I imagine this is going to go horribly wrong for Hrolf. That's what it seems like anyway, but I can't tell. Even with the extra feature, I can't tell. Oh yeah, I could tell now. Hrolf is getting destroyed.
And Blue still has a scout, so he can chase down that villager.
Wow.
What just happened?
Wow.
Blue lost 2 men-at-arms.
And
that's it.
Did he lose a vill in there? Because it says he has 3 deaths.
So
either way, it's 8-3 with the kills. Nobunaga lost his pig, but Nobunaga expected the forward, went 5 men-at-arms, and destroyed Hrolf. Remember, Nobunaga was undefeated in the round of 16. A 3-0 victory there, and that is not good at all for Hrolf. You have to fall back to defensive towers now because you're behind in vills. And then go archers, I guess, and that seems to be the play. There's the archery range. Holy cow, man.
That was a hard read from Nobunaga.
Yeah.
To go 5 men-at-arms, that's a hard read on the Inca strategy.
Yeah, because if they invest 3 men-at-arms but don't go forward, then you're left with 2 remaining men-at-arms that you don't really need, and they'll probably just die to archers. But making the extra there paid off, man. And I think also the fact that he was waiting for it, he didn't send his units forward offensively. He was almost baiting Hrolf in there. This is all very good for him. And look at how Hrolf has set up his base, Dave. Already a defensive tower at the 14th minute. Yeah, that's a sign he knows he's behind.
So what's the Inca strategy at this point?
Well,
to survive?
Well, definitely to survive, yeah. You go a few archers at first. A few archers to try and kill the man-at-arms. It's annoying, though, because the man-at-arms have extra pierce armor as Malians. So Blue can stay inside Red's base for a long time. So you make the few archers. But then the problem is, Nobunaga is going to be looking towards a few skirmishers. He's probably already prepping a range at home to make skirms. Has a few archers, actually. So basically, it's all in Nobunaga's hands now. I think that eventually you hope to get to Eagles and Pikemen, though, in CaptureAge if you're Hrolf.
Look at the walls that Nobunaga is tossing down here. He's going to have that whole side of the map. All of a sudden, his vulnerable gold is pretty secure.
Yep.
Main stone is secure, and he's got that gold in the back. And he's still got those men-at-arms alive, being super annoying.
Yeah, it's pretty much what we said, right? If he defends from that Inca attack, then he's going to be just fine. He did that, and the man-at-arms still are not dead. There's 3 archers attacking these things. They're still not dead. I love it, man. Malians are so good if you force your opponent into a few archers to counter them. And Blue hasn't had to do anything, Dave. He's just at home, making a few archers himself, booming up, has the Vill lead, so he has an eco bonus there. And okay, finally the man-at-arms die, but I think Nobunaga will be feeling good about himself.
I really like the way he walled there, because his wood line on the left is kind of vulnerable, especially in CaptureAge to crossbows.
You mean red or blue? Sorry.
Blue.
Okay. Yep.
And the way he walled, it completely secured that wood line.
Oh yeah. In fact, I was confused when you said that because this one was so secure. I was thinking there's no way it could possibly be a problem. But you're right. Had he walled from the archer range to the wood line, then crossbows could loop around that. So at the time he bought himself, oh my god. Oh my god, just, he simply built one range and added eco, Dave. And now he's on his way to Castle Age.
Wait a second. Where is this one? Where's he going? This villager.
We'll follow
Is
him.
he going to juke the archers?
He is. I'm not looking at the archers. If you guys want to know where the archers are, just look at the minimap. We're going to use CaptureAge to follow this guy's path.
We have a new emote, T90 Zoom.
Oh yeah, T90 Zoom. Get the T90 Zooms in the chat.
Is this Vivi?
It's Vivi-esque to send one villager. It's also Vivi-esque to send more than that earlier.
You can't go that way. You gotta go the other way.
I like how he still has the basket. He's still waiting to forage. He's just on a break.
Dude, the basket's for all the bodies he's gonna rack up once he gets to the other base.
Oh my god, here are the archers for Hrolf. Hrolf needs to do some damage, right? Because Nobunaga, he's just waiting to upgrade these archers in the next stage. So he has about a minute here, Hrolf, to get in and maybe distract his opponent, and Nobunaga, recognizing that, is hoping for house walls. Where's the Villa at, Dave? Oh, he's just hanging out there.
He's just chilling.
Yeah.
What is this? Like, normally you see a villager go forward alone to build a forward siege workshop, like if you have army pressure coming from behind, or to sneak early. But like, what's the plan here?
Well, he can't build the siege workshop yet, so I'm thinking he might just be waiting till Castle Age. He does hit Castle Age. Now he's getting crossbow and bodkin. I like how Hrolf is at least scouting to see where Blue's army is, so he might be able to catch this out. But Nobunaga, he has crossbow and bodkin, so he'll have significantly more range, and he can take that fight. And oh my god, that siege workshop!
That is ridiculously forward. I've never seen anything as forward as that.
That's so funny how he took that random path.
Do you make rams with that instead of a mangonel?
It'd be a good idea. Just go for one ram immediately and go after the archer range.
Take out the archer ranges.
Yeah. Yeah, because you shouldn't need the mangonel as long as you're using your range here in the main fight.
You've got the upgrade advantage, so you can take the fight.
Yep.
You have to be expecting some eagles at some point in Castle Age.
Yep.
So I don't know if a mangonel is the... Oh, he's going for a mangonel. Okay, I was wrong again.
Well, I don't think you're wrong. I think your point is valid. But I think a mangonel is also just fine. And this is also something that Red is going to be very surprised by. So Red... Oh no, Red sees it. Red sees the siege workshop there, so he knows. But you know how we said earlier how Blue had walled to protect those woodline? Red, he didn't have that luxury with this woodline, so he has to leave that and go to the back one.
He's got the one at the back. He's fine.
The crazy thing about Malians, though, is because all of their wood buildings are cheaper, their TCs are cheaper, so they just toss up TCs behind this man. Nobunaga has yet to lose a game in Hidden Cup 2. Everyone said he was Viper, and then they saw someone else said he was Viper, and then saw someone yesterday and said he was Viper. Who is this? Oh!
This siege workshop is going to work out. He's going to get in with those crossbows real soon here.
Okay. Yeah, and it's just that one palisade wall, isn't it? And now Hrolf is making his own siege workshop. I don't know if Hrolf is going to be able to get this one up. Oh!
It's way too late, man.
Oh my god, this is not looking good for Hrolf. Looking a bit rusty here in game one. I guess Hrolf did fall really far behind. And oh, the attack grounds from Nobunaga. Okay. Oh, he's killed so much, Dave.
And now Red's going forward to see if he could do any damage, but there's no damage to be done at Nobunaga's base. And Red is completely idled off that back wood line. Nobunaga just can loop around to go to the other wood line with two more crossbows.
That's so smart. He's completely surrounding Hrolf. Now, Hrolf was he's probably aware that he's so far behind that he needs to counterattack, so I like the fact he's tried something, because had he killed 10 villagers, and then maybe got a few Mangonel trades here, he'd be okay. Oh! There's one Mangonel. And there's a split from Nobunaga. Oh my god, Nobunaga, that was clutch. That was clutch. That was a weak Mangonel. I like how Hrolf has delayed the TC, Dave, but it is 48 vills to 34. Hrolf is going to need a whole lot more. Just a disaster in his economy right now. Oh my, he might call the GG. There's still crossbows hitting his wood line.
Yeah, he's got skirms to clear those up. If he was going Eagles, I would say there's a slim chance.
Yeah.
because you can always do the spam eagle, go up to imp and try
Yeah, hope
and
that the Eagle
outpop your
Power could
opponent.
do it, yep.
But the unit comp that he's making right now, like, how are you going to pressure with this?
Well,
you can't.
Yeah, you can't do a lot, but if he is able to do damage with these crossbows here, maybe kill 6 or 7 Vils now. The TC is denied by the crossbows. Blue is now idled a bit. I don't have faith that that's gonna happen because Blue is sending his crossbows back, but you know, maybe this is the time he needs. Remember when Blue had his man-at-arms inside Red's base and gave himself time?
Yep.
Maybe now Red has a moment where he could stay here for a few minutes longer. Yeah, I like how he's been able to buy himself some time, and this is a bit sloppy, I think, from Nobunaga, despite how good he was in this game, to allow this to happen.
He should have never let those in.
Yeah.
He could have stopped them from coming in altogether. I mean, he's going to clear it up now.
Yeah.
There's way too many crossbows, and he's cornered himself. I don't agree with getting in that corner. I would have rather run under the TC.
Yeah, try and run to the TC or something instead. If he's able to trade evenly here, that's the best case scenario for Hrolf. This Nobunaga guy might have MBL vibes to me. I definitely don't have Leary or Viper vibes with him. Maybe someone like MBL. We'll see. The third TC is now up for him, adding 2 stables, which is a smart move because his opponent has some skirms. And that forward villager, just building houses, Dave.
Mm-hmm. See, I'm getting Max vibes from Nobunaga.
Yeah, like someone who's very... it might be more Max than MBL. You're right. Max is just very... Actually, do you remember Max building the forward siege workshops in that one King of the Desert game?
Dude, I've seen it so many times watching him.
Ooh.
And the five men at arm play is very telling to me.
That's
That's
true.
a hard read. That's a hard read.
Good point. I gotta pull up my notepad and see what I had Max nailed down as. I tried to predict all 16 players last night while I was watching the rerun. It's tough, man. It's really, really tough. There's a few I'm sure on, but I'm not sure on who MBL is yet. I'm not sure on who Yo is yet. Viper and Leary I feel pretty sure. Doubt I feel pretty sure, but that's about it, man. Oh my god! Oh my god, this could change the whole game! The attack ground from Nobunaga. The micro! Will he fire uphill and delete? No! We should have deleted it! Oh man, well, guys, if you've never seen that before, and you're wondering why Hrolf the Ganger's Machinella is still alive, it's because when you're on top of a hill, you receive less damage from your opponent, so Blue didn't have enough firepower there to one-shot it. Now, had he deleted his Machinella while the shot was in midair, the game would have forgotten where the Machinella was. It would have forgotten that the Machinella was at the bottom of the hill, and it would have done regular damage and killed it. That's why I had said that. Still, though, Dave, I think that Nobunaga is going to be just fine.
Yeah, he actually lost another Mangonel at the same time at the forward siege workshop.
Okay.
Red made an eagle, but now he's making a stable forward. He's got knights at his own base.
Yeah. Yeah, man, this is a lot of knights as well. With scale barding, the crossbows and skirmishers are not going to last for Hrolf. It's 82 Vils versus 52. So, quite simply, Hrolf needs to be doing damage now. He needs to have killed more. I think this all stems from falling behind an early feudal, though, in all honesty.
Oh, yeah, definitely from that failed whatever it was when he came forward.
Yeah, just a little bit. There's the castle for Hrolf. Maybe. Oh God, horse collar, Dave.
Horse collar.
Dave,
this is me.
I was gonna say we didn't invite you to Hidden Cup 2. What's going on? Whew. Yeah, that's hard to see. That is just making his problems so much worse. But maybe a few cameos can help versus the knights, but you need eco to make cameos. You need resources to make them, so it won't be very easy. And the score lead is huge for Nobunaga. The position is huge for him. I love how he still has the crossbow to the north and seems to be sending more Vils around this way. He's in a commanding position. Even has the hill here. I like how the siege workshop was on the hill. Nice micro from both. Yeah, 1 for 1. And Hrolf is just trying to hold on here by repairing this market, but he's losing so much in the process. He's losing villagers that are repairing the market. He's losing his crossbows. It is 125 population versus 70. Yeah, there's just no way for Hrolf in this game.
Yeah, and
there's no way.
Blue's coming forward with another Siege Workshop on the other side. Now his Knights are going to catch these villagers on the stone.
Wow. Great awareness from him to see that. He's even had the awareness to shift his crossbow rounds on this wood line. So good at denying these resources. And so good at booming behind. And that's what we said. Now, a lot of players can do this, but that's one thing that Max does really, really well, is pressuring on the front, especially with forwards, and then booming on a few TCs. Oh my god, and Blue not only kills some crossbows with that mango, but kills another Mangonel from red. Is it time to talk about what player wouldn't resign at this point?
Well, yeah, I don't really see what Red's possibilities are here. Like I said, if he was going Eagles, there's a chance.
Yeah.
But he's going crossbow Mangonel. Maybe he must think that Blue doesn't have as much eco as he does.
I mean, if he has the score up, the score is pretty telling that Blue has significantly more eco. And again, Blue having the hill there will keep his Mangonel alive. I mean, Blue's going to go up. He could go Cavalier, or he could go Champion. Either one is going to finish off and win him this game. I see another stable now, so it's probably Cavalier. I'm just curious now, as we're trying to guess the players, who wouldn't resign at this point? Are we talking Tim? Are we talking Nikov? Who wouldn't resign?
Lix isn't in this tournament, right?
No, he's not. This
is a very Lix game.
Yeah, we should ask Lix. Lix is casting this to the Chinese audience, so say, hey,
Look
Lix,
at that castle
who does that?
From Blue. It could have been a bit more aggressive with that castle. I don't know what's that.
Well,
what's that doing?
Well, we've confirmed that Nobunaga is not Doubt with that castle. If it was Doubt, he would have placed his castle as far in as possible. Maybe Red is Doubt though, because that's a Doubt castle, 73%, still not up. Doesn't seem like. Oh, nice Mangonel shot. Not that it really matters at this point, but nice Mangonel shot. GG will probably come in once Hrolf the Ganger realizes that Nobunaga's an imp. I say probably, but we will see. I would have called it a long time ago if I were him. He's down 2,500 score.
Yep.
And the GG's called. All right. Yeah, so maybe he was just fighting in hopes that, like you said, Dave, Nobunaga didn't have the eco behind it. So normal GGs. We've not had one player type a capital G yet. Not one player. Is it just normal GGs? Players maybe not giving us as many clues as we want. Let's back out though, bring up the achievements. That game came down to early feudal age and the excellent defense from Nobunaga. Here we are, guys. Here's the achievements for game number 1 of the day. 82 kills for Nobunaga. 54 units lost. But look at the eco. It was almost double in every category. It's just double, almost double the gold, almost double the food. It was complete domination. And so he expected the Inca forward after losing his pig, somehow created 5 men-at-arms after losing that boar, and defended. This is going to be tough for Hrolf the Ganger. If his strategies are that obvious, because Nobunaga obviously knows what to expect with this. So, Nobunaga has Cross and Hideout as his home maps. Not something I expected to see today, because in the round of 16, nobody, including Nobunaga, chose Hideout as one of the home map picks. What do you think about that, Dave? What does that tell us?
Hideout?
I know you hate it. You don't need to tell us. I know you hate it.
Yeah, it's like at the bottom of my tier list, right beside Bedouins. It might be Tato.
Ooh.
I don't know. It might be someone like Jordan.
Jordan did pick this during the qualifiers, and we had a lot of people here see the qualifiers where Jordan beat Fire. He did have, I believe, Chinese for that. Wait, did no one choose Chinese at all? No one chose Chinese in this draft. Wow. That's a bit surprising. Well, anyway, it could be Cross or... Wait, why am I saying Cross or Hideout? It's not going to be Nobunaga's home map. It'll be Cup or Arabia Regicide. Jeez. Either way, Cup is crazy. Arabia Regicide is crazy. And we might as well just hop right into it. Sorry, I got the order wrong. If Nobunaga loses a game, then we could see Hideout, then we could see Cross.
Those are some nutty home map picks
They're,
for Hrolf.
for sure. For sure.
Those are the two craziest maps that you could have picked.
And Arabia Regicide is all about the lames. We saw yesterday a king lame a villager. And we saw that funky little house block. Do you remember that?
Oh, that was insane, man. I was watching the highlights.
Yeah.
I had forgotten.
I think that has to be Leary. But we could talk more about that later on throughout the day when we see Eric the Red play again. All right, guys, here we are. Welcome to game number 2 between Hrolf and Nobunaga. Actually, I shouldn't welcome you yet because you can't see anything. All right, folks, welcome to game number 2 between Hrolf the Ganger and Nobunaga. I've had a few questions in the chat on the colors. The players have chosen these colors, okay? These colors are not team colors, so they're still sticking with the blue and the red. Nobunaga is undefeated in Hidden Cup 2. He won 3-0 in the round of 16. He won the first game here in the round of 8. He has Japanese on Cup. And then Hrolf the Ganger is here in the red, and he has chosen Spanish. Oh, that's interesting to me, Dave. I'm getting a lot of Chinese vibes. Incas and forwards, and then Spanish for conks.
Spanish is a risky pick on this map. You're so close to the other player.
Yeah.
Usually with Spanish, you need the time, and you need a safer base.
Yeah, and there's a risk that you could lose resources on this map because the positions are fixed. Hrolf the Ganger, just like in game 1, he's forward, and he's hoping to lame, and he sees the pig and he sees the sheep, and he's gonna go for it, Dave.
That's an easy lame.
Yeah.
It's really close.
Yep, easy lame, just has to run past a few fish here, but that should be no problem. Nobunaga should have defended from that, in my opinion. Didn't really think about it, apparently. And, oh, the boar almost stopped between the trees there. That was funny. Hrolf the Ganger is going to have 3 pigs again this game, it seems.
Did it really help him out last game? Kind of maybe hurt him a little bit.
Yeah.
Last game.
Yeah, might have hurt him a little bit. Could hurt him again because now he'll have the weak scout. Okay, this could be Yo.
Chinese.
Yeah.
Chinese.
Okay, so have we found Mr. Yo? Maybe Hrolf the Ganger's Mr. Yo. Remember, he won 3-2 yesterday, and he beat Bleda, and Bleda was insanely good as well. I'm not sure who he played against, but I said with Incas and forwards could be Chinese. With the Spanish pick could be Chinese, and then we had the TC weakening the boar. Now, I don't know how often Tim does that. I know Vivi does it on rare occasion. Yo does it all the time. So, we'll see. We'll see. That's exciting intel, man.
Yep. And do you remember the game yesterday when we were talking about early docks?
Yes.
In Dark Age, and both players have gone for an early dock. I love the position from Red. He scouted out the optimal dock position on that big pond, and he went to the middle island.
Yeah, and I like how both have docked the left-hand side. I love how Red is playing this so far, Dave, because he chose this map. You can just tell he has a plan. He scouted Blue's dock. He found the perfect spot for his dock. He stole the pig. I mean, this is as good as it gets so far for him.
Mm-hmm. Actually, the top pond isn't that great on this map generation. The bottom one's not bad.
Yeah. I think the issue with the bottom one is that it's right between the players. And so if someone goes for any land military, they can kill the fish. Speaking of that, though, we have Japanese fishing ships. So these Japanese fishing ships, they're going to be pretty tanky here for Nobunaga. Perhaps one of the many reasons why he chose Japanese here.
Can you imagine a situation, I want to see this, where one of the players is laming the other player's boar, late,
yeah,
and then they get stopped by a fishing ship?
Oh my god, that would be really funny. You can see the 2 fish in the center, or the lower pond. They're right next to one another, and there's 2 tiles between. You could just have the fishing ship there running back and forth.
That'd be sick.
That would be hilarious, yeah. That would have to be quite a late lame, but I'd love it. Look at this tree next to the berries for Nobunaga. That's kind of annoying. Has to build a mill on the other side.
He's Japanese. He could just build 2 mills.
That's true. Just build 2 mills for the price of 1.
Japanese are so strong in this map. I question the Spanish pick. Let's see what
Yes.
he can do.
Yeah.
If he does get conquistadors out, it's going to be really, really rough for Nobunaga. Like, he has to make sure he's in a good position before that happens.
I'm not a huge fan of the map gen for Hrolf. What's going on with his wood line? That wood line's looking real funky. He does have his golds and his stones on the back. But if you compare this to Blue, Blue's wood lines seem to give him a lot more. At least the closer ones give him more. Okay, and now we have villagers going to gold for Hrolf the Ganger. And we probably have the same for Nobunaga, Dave. This is what I was talking about. Notice how Nobunaga scouts the fish and is using the scout to attack the fish. You can do that on this map.
That's super annoying.
Yeah.
And he can't respond because his scout is low HP.
Exactly. Yeah. At the risk of the lame. Okay, what's going on here? They're both going for 2 docks. This is the first time I've ever seen someone go for 2 dock commitment in early feudal on the water.
We'll see if Hrolf commits to that second dock once he sees 2 docks for Nobunaga here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's gonna.
Yeah, he's gonna go on the other pond. Yeah.
Oh.
Or forwards. Is it a sneak? What is it? What's happening?
Dude,
tell me your secrets.
If it's a one villager building a tower, this could be Vivi. This could be the Fat Dragon.
With purpose.
Oh, we said Max in game 1. Now we think it could be a Chinese player. This one villager tower thing is totally a Vivi thing to do. Totally a Fat Dragon thing. Wait, no, there's 2! Who is this? No! Oh, that 2 is cheating.
This is whack, man. And he runs right into the line of sight of Nobunaga.
What?
That's not good. She's hiding behind the house?
Well,
wait a second.
Well, I mean,
whoa.
That's for us, right? The players should be able to see that there's vills behind there. Does Blue not see that? Okay, he responds to it.
There's a 3rd villager coming.
This is so dumb. What? Why? Oh, Nobunaga is going to try and wall these units in with houses and gates.
Can he get him? He got him!
Oh, those vills are dead. I think. Wait, I can't see the percentage on the tower here, Dave. Oh no, the tower will go up.
Spanish.
Yeah, Spanish building speed. I mean, the villagers are going to be trapped in here, though. And they will probably eventually die. Red did lose his scout as well. That's just weird to me. Why do that? I don't understand it.
Yeah, why make the tower right beside the house?
Yeah, it's just inviting a counter tower. Now, the reason you trust with Spanish is so you can save stone for conquistadors eventually. But I just found it a bit peculiar how that all went down. That said, I believe that Nobunaga is about to lose a fishing ship, and he does. But they might end up trading there because Nobunaga will kill Hrolf the Ganger's fishing ships here in a moment.
Oh, the scout! The weak scout came forward and picked off a villager from Hrolf.
Good play.
Oh no. This is not looking good for him. It
No.
seems very indecisive.
Yeah, I don't know what Hrolf is up to here. It doesn't seem like he's prepared all that much for this map to choose Spanish. And now his villagers are stranded there. Now his villagers are going to get shot down. What was Hrolf thinking with this strategy? Why Spanish on this map? Why a tower rush right next to your opponent's houses? Yeah. Are they all going to lose their fishing ships? I guess Red's keeping his fishing ships alive. That's one thing, but Blue does have more fire galleys, so it's not as if they can actually work right now.
Well, Blue's going to lose... I think he's going to lose both his fishing ships if Red micros that one down.
Ooh, 4
HP.
HP.
That was so close.
I'm still not convinced that creating this many fishing ships on this map is a smart play. Because you're always in harm's way, but I'll be happy to be proven wrong.
So, 2 skirmishers, an archer, and more archers on the way for Red.
Which is
I
weird.
don't know what's that gonna do for him.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know.
Blue has just scouted it. He lost his scout in the process, but Blue just spotted that. So now we have the counter skirms probably on the way. Oh, and a dock for Nobunaga.
Good demo.
Oh, that could, yeah, you could build a demo here if you dock this, and Hrolf the Ganger doesn't have a scout anymore to see if you dock.
Hrolf hit 2 of Nobunaga's fire ships with a demo, but I think he's pretty much given up the water at this point. He's trying to look for that weak fishing ship, and it's juking him. It's going the other way.
It's hiding. That's great. Nobunaga hiding the weak fishing ship. Wait, hold on. Let's see if Red can find it. Oh!
He's looking for it.
He's looking
Get
for
him.
it! Get it! Get it! Oh, he sniped it, Dave. That was well played. That was well played.
So this is the Spanish archer play.
So weird.
Very, very unexpected because Spanish don't get crossbows, so you can't upgrade them once they get to Castle Age.
Yep.
And I'm afraid to tell you guys that it's gonna fail because he can't get in on this bottom side here.
He can't get in. Again, I think it's lack of preparation from whoever this player is. It's definitely not Dogao or Jordan. Because they would have known after playing this map in the qualifiers. There's a demo. There's a demo! Let's go!
Oh, the split!
Doubt. He deleted it. It wasn't even close. That was like 2 tiles away. Blue got real excited there. He really wanted to connect. That was hilarious. Well,
I could hear him smashing his delete key from Canada.
Oh my god. Well, if he's able to get this tower up now, Nobunaga, I think he'll be okay. He really doesn't want to send his archers out, I guess, because there's skirms in the mix for red. But if the tower is completed...
There's a weak Vil there.
Oh!
Snipe it. Snipe. It's right beside. Snipe it.
Okay, so confirmed not Viper, because that would have been an easy quick wall for Viper. This is damage that should not have happened. Nobunaga just let red waltz right in.
Yeah.
And I like how red turned the skirmisher around.
He's gonna get a Vil, I think.
He should get one. He is fletching, right? So...
He did get one. I'm surprised he's done this much.
Yeah.
Like, he's distracting him. He's killing villagers.
I think the mistake for blue was to not get a few skirms out. The dock on the right hasn't done much for him. I think it's better to prioritize maybe building a few farms for skirms, and then you can dock later on. This right dock was a gamble, and it didn't pay off.
Yeah, but you're playing against Spanish, man.
True.
Why
would you make skirms?
Why would you make skirms?
That's a good point. Well, why would you make archers? Because he could make some skirmishers as well, I guess. So that's a good point. Yeah, he probably didn't expect the skirmishers. He probably expected mainly archers. So maybe Hrolf the Ganger getting into his head a little bit there.
Dude, Hrolf is making a market. He's gonna buy his way up, and then he will have enough stone when he gets to Castle Age for a castle.
You know what?
And this game could turn around.
You know what I'm noticing as I look at the economy setups? There's 4 farms for Nobunaga. And then there's 8 farms for red. And he's collecting his berries, and he's collecting his deer. It's almost like red realized that he was going to lose access to the water, so he went for land eco.
He still has his fish too. Blue has not taken those out.
What? They've been fishing.
Super careless, yeah.
Wow. And blue is building a tower in the north, man.
Yeah. Red won't expect that.
He won't. He's gonna find out here. Could batter it down immediately, actually, if he wants. Before the walls go up around this.
Or he could just wait and put his castle in that area.
Yeah, but do you want a castle there? I feel like he wants to wall his base and then castle the front. So this is good for blue. This is good damage. It's going to delay red a little bit more. And it's also over that second gold as well.
Blue coming in with archers as well, but by the time he gets there, that tower's going to be up.
Yeah, and then red will have to probably wall near the mill to prevent blue from getting in here. Does red see that? He does not see that. Okay, gotcha. Well, Dave, the castle position for Hrolf the Ganger is so important. He needs to get to Conquistador. I'm surprised he's even going to get there in this game, but blue really didn't punish the guy by killing the fish until, I guess, now. What is the mining camp for Nobunaga in the center?
He's taking control, man.
Yeah, all right.
That's going to be really vulnerable against the Conquistadors, but...
Whatever, it's a cheap mining camp, so it's worth it.
Yep.
Oh, the archers snuck around! The archers snuck around! Red never knew there were archers there. Blue went the whole way around, and now he's in on this wood line. So red didn't know that he needed to wall, because blue never showed his force. And that's 2 villagers down. It should be more than that. I don't think red can deal with this. It seems like he's very slow to react.
Yeah, and it's crossbow coming in too, so that knight's not going to do enough.
Oh my god, the perfect counterattack from Nobunaga. Got so much value out of that, Dave. That's a small force that could have been countered by these skirmishers. Ouch. Castle's on the front, though. Castle's on the front. You will have Conquistador.
Castle is on the front, and if there's one unit that can turn this game around, it's probably Conquistador.
For sure. Yeah, and Conquistadors, that's the bread and butter for Spanish. And then Spanish are pretty good against Japanese in the Imperial Age on even economies as well. I think yesterday, in the Robin Hood series, the final game, we saw the weakness of Japanese in Imp, and that is their lack of mobility. So Japanese probably recognizing that, you'd want to go for land, or for water in this case. And that's exactly what Nobunaga has done. He's taken control of that water, securing those golds. Red will have to be more of a land aggressor.
So, Blue's tossing in knights, trying to do as much damage as he can. He actually walled in his sneak villagers at the back.
Yeah, okay.
From the knight from Red. And he's making a stable there as well. It's gonna be rough for Red. He's got to stabilize.
Yeah, I think Blue is going to buy himself a lot of time here. Oh boy, villagers. Well, I guess they're going to die to the conks anyway, so... Yeah, they're going to die, but I think that this stable is going to distract Red for a pretty long period of time, and it will give Blue some time to get town centers up at home, already on 2 TCs for him. You could say the same for Red at the moment, but Red certainly has had more idle time because of this.
Okay, Blue dropping a TC in the center. Trying to secure those golds.
I like that. Because, as you said, Conquistadors could easily snipe those villagers. And I'd love to see him make some fires on the right-hand side, possibly. It's tough against conks, but I think it's worth it still to make a few fire galleys and maybe even a few demos.
So the good thing about Conquistadors, most units will struggle on this water terrain against Navy, but conks can wipe up Navy pretty quickly.
Yeah, if you get maybe 6, 7 of them, you could maybe 2-shot a fire galley. Or not a fire galley, sorry, a fire ship. And also, the score is boosted for Nobunaga because of the water control. Having water in this map really boosts your score. Wow, look at this, Dave. Blue coming in with more knights, being annoying yet again. I mean, the units will die, but he's trying to hold this gold, keep it away from Red for as long as possible.
And he's adding his 4th TC now at home.
Oof. I like Nobunaga's game style here. Playing nice and compact at home because he does not have a mobile civ. Doing his best to annoy Red with as little as possible. And then taking the water. And we have a demo. It's just a demo raft. But if he gets lucky, maybe we could see a highlight here. Someone mentioning Yasama Towers and the Japanese. It wouldn't be a bad idea. Towers on the shoreline. Just a castle in the center will be a big one here, but would not be a bad idea. Oh, Garrison! Oh, she got in that TC just in time. Oh my god. What do you do if you're in Red shoes now, Dave? Because you have fallen behind with Vils.
You gotta try and get up to Imp. Like, I don't know how, but you gotta try and get there way faster than Nobunaga. Nobunaga. I keep calling him Nobunaga.
Who's Nobunaga to the stream today?
I should call him Probunaga. That's what I should call him.
Instead of Noob. Yeah.
Yep. You gotta get up there faster than him, and then maybe push down the gut, right down that little land bridge in the middle. Try and take out a TC as it's going to Imp? I don't know.
I mean, but while it's going to Imp, that's pretty specific there. I feel like that's an option. Remember with Spanish, it can be more difficult sometimes to do that. Oh, the fishing ships are going to tank the damage. And...
No!
That was decent. These are some weak conks now, and 1 conk died. I'd like to see demo ships now. Demo ships are really fast. But what I'd like to see from Red is to group up conks.
Another demo!
Oh my god! That was 2 more down to the demo.
And there's another one garrisoned in that dock. You just gotta stop messing around with these water units. Go home.
Well, just to try and finish my point here, Red needs to snipe Vils with these conks. Use the mobility of the conks where he can. Probably not on the water, as we've seen. So
demo?
He'll be fine. He can snipe that if he wants. Yep, he'll snipe that. I think. Nope. Yes. Blue even sending the knights back to defend. 13 Vil lead. Blue is walled. With these knights and the TC fire, could kill the conquistadors. Plus, he has a demo here. Wait for it. Wait for it. Let's go. Boom. Nice shot, man. Finally getting some good demo shots. Oh, don't tell me there's a hole over here, Dave. No. Red's in.
Red's in, but blue's also in.
Wow. Both players attacking. Both players with no way to defend. I think this is much worse for blue, though. He obviously has the lead right now, but 6 conks in your base versus 3 knights without a lot of upgrades.
Well, there's crossbows coming in from blue from behind as well. They already sniped a couple villagers on the left side.
Wow, a lot going
now
on.
Blue's dropping another town center in the middle of his base. That's a risky play.
And red will kill 2 monks and get 1 conk converted. Yeah, I think that's a TC to keep him safe more than anything. And cav archers from Nobunaga. Wow. Okay. And the crossbows and the monks on the other side. Oh, this is good for Nobunaga. He got a conversion and he's killing the conks. Man, that was so hard to follow. Still is hard to follow. Cav archers is a good move. What do you think about that, Dave? I think it's decent.
It's certainly unconventional.
Yeah.
And now he's guard tower is a great move.
Maybe a bit Tato-esque here. Going Japanese cav archers and going guard towers.
Yeah, it's a really great defense against conks. And there's actually a forward siege workshop. I didn't notice that from red. On the right of Nobunaga's base with a ram and a mangonel.
Yeah, I think that he was hoping to have some more conks to push with there. Oh my god. Red deletes one of his conquistadors, and before he can delete the next one, blue gets conversion. And blue is trying to build towers.
Yeah, he's trying to convert it back, but with these crossbows here, it's really tough for him. He's actually dropping his 4th TC, so I guess no plans of going up quickly anytime soon.
I really think that Hrolf the Ganger needed to do more damage with his conks. Blue had the defense with the monks. He had the defense with the towers. And what impressed me the most with blue is how much counterattacking he was able to do. The sneak stable here did so much for him. He sent in many groups of knights, and now he has the crossbows, kills a Vil, and I think we'll complete that tower and just wall it in.
Red's been really careless with his conk numbers.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, he's thrown so many of them away, and like, he didn't finish the wall on the right side of his base. Now blue's running in there again.
Ooh, wow.
Blue's at the back, like, careless.
Careless, and he can't afford to do that, man. He's already down the game. There's a 20 Vil lead for Nobunaga in this game, and Nobunaga has the water control.
Yo, is this a castle? Is this a castle right at the front of blue's base?
It will be. It will be.
Hell yeah!
Let's go! Let's go, Red! There's so many cav archers though, Dave. This is Del. Del confirmed.
He's got the mangonel. He's got the mangonel to support his conks. Spanish build speed, remember.
Oh god. What is this?
Do it.
We went from Vivi or Yo to Doubt pretty quick. The castle will go up, so it's not Doubt. It is right on top of blue. That is the TC.
He's on top of the Imp TC.
Yeah, that is the TC he's researching Imp with. I think it's a bit too late to kill it, but that is a funny point. This is crazy, man. And still, blue, he's been doing some damage. Look at all the Vil kills he got with the Knights and the Cav Archers. Kill 5, 6 villagers there. Just continue to push. If you're red, just continue to push. Run in with the conks, try and snipe things, but Nobunaga can make trebuchets soon, Dave. Make trebuchets from that castle he built in the center to secure all that gold. Oh, the GG's just called. Yeah, Hrolf the Ganger, just like in the first game, realizes he doesn't have the eco. I think he foresees the trebs. He foresees losing his castles, and maybe an early GG? Because he does have the food and gold to possibly click up to Imp, but what do you do then as Spanish? You have to make a hard switch into Cavalier against Japanese who could make Pikeman and Halberdier, or you stick with Conquistador as you're losing your castles. I'm confused with Hrolf the Ganger. Why you choose Spanish on this map, I'll never know. I think it's too exposed for Spanish. I think it's too risky, Dave. And he also was not very convincing with his conch micro.
No, he lost so many conchs for free, basically.
Yeah.
He didn't really punish blue that hard when he was in the back of his base. And he added extra TCs when I think he should have just prioritized going up.
Yeah.
Imagine if blue researches imp with that TC and he's up with trebs and stops that imp upgrade.
Good point. Yeah. Or at least was more aggressive with the conquistadors, because he wasted so much time on this one dock, lost 6 conquistadors to that. You can't afford to do that. Conquistadors, the one thing in Castle Age the Spanish have that is better than almost every single civilization's options. But blue, I loved how he game planned for this. Remember, this wasn't a map that he picked, so it wasn't Nobunaga's home map pick. He realized how slow his civ was, so he went for the compact style and then the water, and the water did help him out. And then eventually the extra economy would have paid off and he finished off the game. So impressive stuff from Nobunaga, who I'll remind the chat 3-0'd his opponent in the round of 16. Now has 2 games up over Hrolf the Ganger. He's undefeated. I'll show you guys the achievements now before we go on to game number 3. Maybe Hrolf the Ganger has something else in mind with his other home map, because we will go to his next one after he lost that game. 72 kills for Hrolf. And just so much economy for Nobunaga. Food, wood, stone, and gold, all in the lead for him. And in a big, big way, Dave, I want to hear your guess on who you think Nobunaga is. I'm really curious.
I think he's Max. I said it the first game. I'm going to say it again. I think it's Max.
Yeah, I don't think it's Viper O'Leary. I don't think it's Viper O'Leary. It does not have Viper O'Leary written all over at all. Could be Max. Max is super solid. I was thinking Max. Let's look at the player list, actually. Players, or viewers, rather, might want to know all the participants if they don't already. As far as players who are good with booming and pushing out like that. I mean, Doubt's one who could play like that. Max is one who would play like that. Jordan, actually, is one who would play like that. I think we would have seen a few different things from MBL. I don't think MBL would have allowed himself to get lamed twice like that. So I'm thinking maybe not him. Hard to say, though. Hard to say. Whoever it is, it's a good player. We have 16 participants who are very, very good. By the way, with the identities on the right-hand side, the identities who are out of the event are in red now. So if you had them in your bracket, you're out of luck. The next home map is Arabia Regicide. Let's go. Let's do this. I was afraid that we weren't going to see that. We're going to see it. Let's do it, man.
Why not pick Spanish on Arabia Regicide?
You took the words right out of my mouth, man. I was going to say the exact same thing. Because Spanish is ideal for Regicide games. Because you have that Castle Age pressure. Now he has Berbers, Mongols, and Huns, which is not a bad pick. Those picks are fine. But I don't love it near as much as Spanish. Alright guys, welcome to game number 3. We have an Arabia Regicide game between Hrolf the Ganger and Nobunaga. I'm on the Hrolf train now, okay? I'm hoping this guy can get a victory so we can see some of these different maps. He won 3-2 in an amazing set of games in the round of 16, but Nobunaga is looking too strong for him so far. Hrolf the Ganger lost in his home map in game 2. In game 3, we'll go with Arabia Regicide, and you can see his king running around now. So you have the king, you have a barracks, and then you have standard starting resources. Mongols versus Indians, though, Dave. Nobunaga going with the Indians pick. What are your thoughts on this?
It's an interesting civ matchup, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Indians are a bit more straightforward in what they're going to transition into. It's just what the Mongol player decides to do in Castle Age, I think.
Yeah, it's a good point. I think that Indians can hard counter Mongols in Castle Age.
Another lame.
They get the stronger camels. And yet, Nobunaga getting some revenge. Okay. And he's also laming the Mongol player, the player who has the extra line of sight on the scout. Nobunaga's a little bit pissed off that he lost 2 pigs. MBL confirmed. Must be MBL.
If he doesn't get hit at all
MBL.
on this lame, then it's MBL, yeah.
I did notice that in game 1, Hrolf the Ganger got hit. And wouldn't be too crazy, wouldn't be too far out there to say that MBL would be undefeated at this stage of a tournament. He's looking pretty confident right now. I think I'm going to zoom back out again, but sorry about that. We'll see, man. We'll see. I want to talk about the maps briefly. For Nobunaga, pretty solid map as long as he gets some walls up. A wall to the north where his sheep are, and a wall across the front where his king is currently. Just walls and the choke points here will make his map good. Normally you'd see a scout build for Indians and a scout build for Mongols. Red's map does seem slightly more open, but the walling potential is also there if you like, and he is Mongols, so he could have the faster feudal time to be aggressive with.
Yeah, blue is walled pretty early and pretty safely the last 2 games.
Yeah.
So I foresee that again, especially with this map. Like, if you wall between those wood lines a bit farther forward, all of a sudden all of your resources are secured, and yeah, he's already doing it.
Yeah.
As I talk about it.
Yeah, man. I feel like every step of the way Nobunaga has been more prepared. In the Arabia game, Nobunaga, he expected the man-at-arm forward, killed it, and basically won the game because of that. In the second game, I'm not sure what he expected, but when he was in the game, he saw Spanish, and he prepared for the Kongs well, and won the game. And then here, he chose Indians, probably expecting that Hrolf the Ganger might go Mongols. Indians is one of the better civs against Mongols, so I feel like Nobunaga is a player who is really prepared. Now, that could be everyone, but that might give us a tell, man. I've been impressed with this. Like, this makes me think that Nobunaga could have a good chance against Eric the Reds and the Robin Hoods this tournament because of how prepared he is.
He's been incredibly solid.
Yeah.
And Hrolf has just been kind of reacting to what he's doing.
Yeah.
You said you had mentioned Tim last game for Hrolf.
Yeah.
The civ that I think of when I think of Tim is Mongols. He is so good with Mongols.
Yeah. If he wouldn't have chosen Spanish on that last map, I would not be thinking a Chinese player, but I swear to God. Man-at-arms forward with Incas, and then Spanish on Cup, it has to be Chinese. It has to be. And I don't know how many games Tim played with the maps. I didn't see him play a lot of rated games with the map pack. I know Yo was playing a ton. Like, this does not strike me as Mr. Yo at all. Do you remember the TC thing as well, where the boar was weakened by the TC fire? That is something that the Chinese guys do. So I put that on my note already that I would guess Tim for Hrolf, especially after winning 3-2 with some pretty solid play on day 1. But I also thought, who was the player yesterday? Was it Joan? I think I said Joan could be Tim.
Yeah, we both said that could be Tim.
Yeah.
That's like a Tim or Doubt vibe on the Joan.
So now we have 3 Tims. Ugh. Because Genghis Khan could have been daughter Tim as well. So some people are either getting complimented or they're getting offended by these comments, depending on what they think of these players.
So Red obviously going scouts. He's gonna have scouts way earlier than Blue, but
yeah.
Blue, the walls, man. This strikes me. This is such a like max type play, and he's gonna lose his scout.
He ran underneath the TC, maybe saw the king and thought about giving it a whack. He didn't lose his scout, but he could lose a villager. Can Nobunaga save the vill? Oh my god, great micro from Hrolf. Now we can get hits on this vill as well. This is great stuff from Hrolf.
And he's going to follow up with scouts really soon here. If he keeps that wall open, that's really good for him.
Oh man, and now Blue probably wanted to have these walls up before he got his own scouts out. He needs defensive spearmen. And this is where Mongols are strong, right? They have the faster feudal because of the faster hunt. I have to commend Hrolf for being able to push in all of his deer, Dave, to make up for the boar loss as Mongols. Get to feudal fast regardless, and here he is.
And Blue's getting punished for walling this hard.
Yeah.
The risk of walling like this early is that you're going to leave one hole, and then all your walls don't mean anything.
Yeah. And when you wall that early, you don't have as many resources being collected, because your oh boy! Oh boy! There's villagers being attacked everywhere, Dave. This is pretty crazy right now. Nice quick walls, though, in the end for Nobunaga. This is the first time that Nobunaga has been under this much pressure in the series.
I think he got a bit greedy with these walls. Just a bit greedy. And Red's actually trying to pick off a weak villager. He might get her.
He'll get her. One more hit. Doink. She's dead. Great job from Hrolf. This is what we wanted to see. Now look at this. He'll loop his other 2 scouts around to attack Blue's scout. Still keeping Blue at home. I also love how he tried to sneak in with a new scout there, but he got walled out.
There's a villager at the back as well, and he's got the Mongol scouting, so he might be able to see this guy as he comes in.
This is so good. 3 kills, 1 death, full map control, and now Hrolf is walling up at home. This is the best game that Hrolf has played today, for sure. How cool is it that we could just zoom out to show you both groups of scouts at once?
Yeah.
It's so awesome. Now what Red should do is remain a presence inside Blue's base as long as possible with this group.
Oh, not attacking with that 1 scout for a while. Not a great fight for Red. Bit of miss micro there, but he's going to keep these guys busy, and he's going to attack the wall on the right-hand side with a couple scouts as well and force more idle time out of Blue.
And stonewalls out of Blue, actually, which is fascinating. Was not expecting stonewalls there. Alright, Red's done a good job to micro. He is eventually going to lose his scout, but if he can run this thing around and around and around, keep Blue in his base, that's the best case scenario now.
Never underestimate pressure. Even if it's not doing any damage, if you're putting pressure on your opponent, that's more time for you.
Exactly. And you look at Hrolf's base, everything's looking nice and pretty here. It is a skill to be able to micro and to macro at the same time. What's Blue gonna have? Blue's gonna have 2 scouts and a spearman to counterattack with. He won't have anything to hit Hrolf with in Feudal Age.
This is really, really good play from Hrolf.
Yeah.
Here.
And finally, a home map pick, Civ pick, seems to be paying off for him because I was really confused in the last game. The way it should work is that you are slightly better on the map that you prefer. And here, Hrolf... I would like to see Hrolf start scouting the other areas in the map now with 1 scout. So keep 1 scout near Blue's base to see what Blue might be up to. And then scout the other areas of this gigantic map. There's gold and stone in the north. And then there's a neutral gold in the south.
He's actually making more scouts.
Don't like it.
And he's going to stone.
Ooh.
Castle Age Megadai?
Well, on some maps, you could try that because it's risky. On this map, no. Don't try it. I think you have to wait for Imperial Age for Megadai here. Are you seriously going to go to that stone and try and secure that? That seems way too risky, Dave.
Dude, he's going for the Petard King Snipe.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. There's a king here. That makes more sense then. Petards. Makes a lot more sense.
He knows he's gonna... He has a feeling he's gonna lose the series, so he's going for the highlight plays.
Blue scouts that there's a miner there. Nice micro from Red. It's important that Red has some camels at the start of Castle Age, though, because that's what Blue will be going with. And Indian camels are insanely strong, so... I don't like the stone, monks. But... Yeah, or a few monks.
Go with monks, right?
True.
Blue's on stone, too.
I think he's on stone because he's stonewalled. So he's trying to collect that stone back so we can build TCs. Yeah, he's fully stonewalled his base, so Fatslop confirmed. So Blue will just go camels and boom, Dave, which Indians are so good at. It seems to me like Red will be going for that castle. Hey, if he gets the castle up on the hill, then best of luck to him. I think that would be good. Castle up on the hill can start making the Mangadai nice and early, and then has the walls up to boom behind in his base. It's good, but it's tough. It's so tough against Indians. I would see Blue catching up in the Vil count now.
Oh, and he actually won that spear war. They were microing back and forth up and down the hills. And he's still chasing those scouts around. He really wants to kill those scouts. And even if he isn't using his own scouts for, like, scouting the rest of the map, Blue is taking on him on a tour.
Yeah.
So
I think Blue now will run back to his base and wait for a single camel to push these scouts away. It's important that both players keep these scouts alive, not only for scouting the other area of the map, but also so they're able to snipe the monks later on, because monks have got to be coming out for both players.
And Blue has actually used his scouts really nicely. Look at his sight lines here.
Oh my god, yeah, look at that. And he'll save this scout, I think. Nah, he might lose it, but he'll have the camels there. Red runs away.
Castle on the hill for Red.
He got away with it, Dave. Wow. I just want to go back to Blue's scouting here for a moment to point out what Dave was saying. Sees the gold in the south, sees the gold in the north. Those are two very important areas. And there's this hill in the middle. Not only is that just perfect, you know, because it's not uneven at all. It's going to be so important, and that'll be good for maybe a castle later on for Blue to trap down Red's castle, or an additional castle for Red if he has that map control.
So, Magadai, Monks. It's a good combo against Indians. It's not bad.
It's only bad... Oh, wow, Blue doesn't have many upgrades here. He can't run into Castle Fire. It's only bad if you're not walled, and he's walled. Because the camels can't run around the castle and get into your eco if you're walled. You're right, this is good. It is still very, very risky though, Dave, because all I'm thinking about is the fact that Indians have cheap vills. So Blue's on 2 TCs, he's about to go to 3. So he'll probably take a 10 villager lead. And imagine Imperial Camel plus Skirmisher versus Magadai.
Yeah, you can't afford to lose your numbers, and he's like going forward to get this relic. He doesn't even have fletching yet.
No, take some time.
You gotta be really careful in the beginning stages of Castle Age. You can't afford to lose a monk.
Just like last game, where he lost his conquistadors. He can't do that here. That monk just passes by these camels. Blue didn't even know that the relic was there, apparently, because he didn't react to that. Oh, convert it! Convert it, Red! Convert it!
Red?
Nice. Blue deletes the camel because he doesn't want Red to take that from him.
And TC in the middle of the map for Red. I like that. If he can secure this area of the map, and maybe even wall up, walling up to the top is not that hard for him. He can take half of the map.
That's true. If he scouts that, Dave, he could wall there. Has a few Magadai forward at Blue's base. Blue ran away from his stone in time because he had the outpost there. Look at Red getting these relics. I think he's working on relic number 2.
Yep, and the camels... Will Blue notice that relic disappears on his mini-map?
That might not be something he's paying attention to. No, he's... Wait. Oh, are you kidding me?
Oh!
He's not going to see it for the second time.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's so fortunate for Red. And that is a bit sloppy for Blue, because that's the second relic now that has disappeared off the minimap. He should know that Red has picked that up.
Well, Red's got the 3rd relic now coming in.
Yeah, I see that.
If he could get all the relics on the map...
Dave, he pretty much... Blue pretty much sees them all. He should be able to stop this. Red sees them all as well. Look at the scouting for Red. Red's scouting is even better. He even sees that relic in the north. He sees every one.
And he's going to have enough stone for a second castle soon.
Wow. All right. Well, second castle, he is 10 villagers behind, so I was pretty much correct on that, but I think everything's going according to plan. If he can get relics, get the Magadai numbers, he hasn't lost a single Magadai yet. This could be great. Do you think Blue has made a mistake not trying to get the relics, or is it not even worth it because there are Magadai out?
I think Red might be making a mistake right here, sitting near this stable with units in it, and Blue coming the other way with these camels.
Yeah, the only reason you would do this is to try and force your opponent's hand, which makes sense in some situations, but I don't know if it makes sense here, because the positioning of Blue stables on the left, and he can surround the Magadai. No! What are you doing, Hrolf? That's dangerous, Hrolf.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's so bad. 4 Magadai down. Were you saying, oh my god, because you lost the Magadai, or because of the pun?
They were both so painful.
I love it.
He's getting his 5th relic! Dude, he got all 5!
Well,
he's just bringing them in!
We'll see if he gets the relic in, okay? He hasn't brought it in yet, but still, I mean, at this point, he will probably get 4. He'll have 2 castles. That was sloppy and unnecessary. Don't tell me Blue's gonna let this happen.
Hello?
These are the people... Now, how many people in the chat who are saying Viper regret their decision now that this guy has let Red get every relic? That's an insult to Viper. I know Viper's watching, so... You just insulted the man.
So Red's going for a forward castle. Oh my god, on the stone!
It's actually not a bad idea, because how do you combat Magadai? You have to build trebuchets to take down their the Mongol castles. And if you deny this stone right now, then this Blue can't build a castle. Ever. I think he does have another stone somewhere, right? Oh no, it's outside the walls.
Oh.
This is good, and he's stonewalled at home. He does have all 5 relics now, by the way. This is incredibly good. The only risk now is that Nobunaga will be clicking to imp first, because Indians are able to do that so easily. But say goodbye to your stone, Nobunaga. You do not have enough for a castle when you hit the next stage. He's
actually attacking the TC with camels, forcing red to come back with some monks. I don't like this play from blue.
No, he's losing camels unnecessarily, and these will just be a bit weaker by the time red arrives. Does red have ballistics, Dave?
No.
He does not have ballistics. Look at the imp times. This is good for Hrolf. The comeback is on.
He's got the numbers.
Yeah.
Blue doesn't have the stone to make a castle. His stables are in awkward positions. His army is being chased down right now.
Yeah. The only thing you can do... I like how red is building a forward archery range to get thumb ring. The only thing you can do, really, is hit with heavy camel before Elite Mangadai comes in. Because Elite Mangadai is so much more difficult to get to than heavy camel. That's Blue's only chance. So he needs to wipe up a big group of Mangadai, and then... I mean... He could... Does he have a university? He could go for Bombard Cannon. So research chemistry maybe and go for Bombard Cannon.
The question is, though, like, where do you hit? The way red's built near that that forward castle,
yeah,
it's a really awkward position to be fighting against range units.
Oh, he just bought the castle, Dave. He just bought the castle. But it's still not ideal, right?
It's
even if he
go
kills...
down, right?
I mean, I think even if he kills Red's castle, it's not ideal because Red still has that gigantic hill. But
and Red's gonna be through this wall here. Can he get Mangadai within range of that castle?
That gate has 500 HP. It's going down pretty quickly.
If he goes in that corner, he can get within range.
Maybe a few vills. I don't think it'd be all of them though. He needs to run back now. Don't lose your numbers now. Your opponent will be getting heavy camel, Hrolf. Just be patient.
Oh, he only sends 5 in. If he sends those to the back of the base, okay, it's fully walled.
Yeah, I think it's possible, but also blue would send out the camels, so it's a bit risky. He doesn't want to be taking any risks anymore. He's actually not the player who needs to take risks because he is ahead with 5 relics. Bracer's on the way. Now notice how he doesn't have the resources for Elite Mangadai. It's so expensive. And blue has plate barding and heavy camel on the way. Oh my god, another castle! Oh my god! This has got to be a Chinese player, man. Is it Vivi? Is it the dragon? Didn't Vivi pick Mongols all the time in the most recent 1v1 tournament, like King of the Desert?
Dude, I'm telling you, Tim is a Mongol god.
Yeah.
But he's getting his first forward castle trep down.
I don't like it,
There's
though.
nothing there to defend that.
Yeah, I talk about it all the time. I think the first castle makes some sense, but this castle doesn't make any sense, really. All your opponent's going to do is shift their trebuchets around and kill that castle. It's better to build that castle in the middle of the map somewhere. Maybe to the right side of this gold, which blue's about to hit with heavy camels. You know, building your castles forward as Mongols is a great way to throw the game, because if Imperial Camel comes in and you don't have castles to produce Mangadai, say goodnight. Dave, this is dangerous. I don't like this for Hrolf.
No, I don't like abandoning that position. Like, build the second, if you're going to build it for it, build the second castle near there, and then take out Blue's castle. You know he doesn't have stone to make another one.
I'm pretty damn certain that if this was Viper, Leary, MBL, that forward castle maybe happens, but that third castle never happens. They build it to the right of that gold here to protect it, because now Blue's in. Oh my god!
The king from red!
Oh my god! Oh, he garrisons it. He realized. Oh, jeez. Blue could have killed it right there, though. It was just sitting underneath the TC. Where's Blue's king at? It's in the back TC. Oh my god. Woo! Alright, I don't like the position of Blue's trebuchets all that much. But he's about to get Imperial Camel versus non-elite Mangadai. What are you doing, Hrolf? Why did you do this, man? Imp Camel. It feels like it's falling apart for the guy. He's not making this
Second
easy.
castle. It was too aggressive.
Way too aggressive. These Mangadai are not elite. These camels have 160 HP. The castle goes down. He's now researching elite Mangadai in the only castle remaining. Nobunaga is back in this game, despite not having the relic stave. He is back in the game, and he has that gold in the south now. Nobunaga's not going away quietly. Ooh. Now, if blue had 3 relics and red had 2, we'd be saying, yeah, good luck, Hrolf. This is not going to work for you.
Yep.
But because he has 5 relics, he will have resources, and I think soon he will build a second castle. The population's even. Did Hrolf throw? Yes, he did. But the game's not over. He can still lock this down. He's going to get the stone in the north. He's going to probably take the gold as well. And I need to see his castles on the hills. On the right-hand side would be great. He could have walled that, as you said, Dave. And then maybe, yeah, in the south here where that other gold is for him. That's what he needs to do.
I love how he left one Mangadai at the gold at the north of Nobunaga's base. Just to deny him off that. He's been sitting there so long.
Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is dangerous, but see, now these are elite. Now these are elite. And now he has 3 monks for conversions. This might not be too bad. Okay, so let's shift the talking point here for a moment. Nobunaga does not have a single relic. He has an extra gold and he can finish off some of the golds in his base, but there's a clock on that. What do you do next, Dave? Is it just Imperial Camel, or do you try and go for something else?
You gotta mix it up because you're gonna run out of gold.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Thinking
But what do you
Skirm.
mix?
Maybe.
Yeah,
Yep.
Skirm's a good bet. I think you gotta try and go for some more raids as well.
Yeah, and the goal for red has to be to make it impossible for blue to do so with some walls and castles on hills. Bod Canero and Elite Skirm on the way for Nobunaga. He did lose a few camels there to conversions. This is still fine for Hrolf, man. That's a lot of Mangadai.
He's getting his numbers up.
Yeah.
And that's good. He just needs to, if I was Hrolf, I would start walling in tactical positions here.
Ooh.
Because your one weakness as Mongols is that he can always loop around behind your main army.
Ooh, look at what Hrolf has done here, Dave. He uses that scout, scouts the gold here in this corner, and immediately will toss up 2 siege workshops. I like it.
Yeah, and blue's going for light cav, so blue is on board with the raiding idea.
Yeah. Yeah, if red... Okay, this is the castle I wanted to see. This is where that third castle should have been. Right between the stones and the golds here. Protect that flank. Could easily stonewall as well, but maybe wants to save the stone.
He has enough stone for another castle, too.
Yeah.
This is getting into a really good position for red. He just has to make sure he doesn't get his main group of Mangadai trapped, and blue is trying to trap them right now.
Yeah. At this point, though, I kind of feel like the Mangadai... Okay, hold on. Maybe not. The skirmishers are coming and there's more camels. I kind of feel like the Mangadai are in enough numbers to just hit and run. I guess he didn't have the armor.
You gotta get kind of like... Ideally, you want a group of 40, and then you want like 10 to 15 more that can run around and flank or hit another side of blue's base.
I think blue realizes what's about to go down here, so he's making some stables in the south to make camels to defend from the siege. It's got to happen soon for Nobunaga, man. He's running out of gold. He still has some trebuchets. He still has a castle to make more.
Okay.
He has elite skirm and camels.
Castle for red, right by that gold on that hill. That's perfect. By the neutral gold. But blue's going out there with skirmishers. He knows what's up too.
Does blue though? Because this is not the first time that he's missed out on seeing something. Okay, he sees the vills. At the same time, red sends all of his Mangadai down to the south for this gold. Oh no. Red. Doubt castle. Oh, the castle's denied. And blue will build a TC and the northern gold. So he goes, okay, you're going to take the south from me? I already collected some of that. That's great. I'm just going to take the north. Thank you very much. Wow.
I think this is the area where I think red should have just walled this.
Yes, I agree.
Prevent this from happening. Push him into your castles, into your army.
But then again, Dave, look at the amount of Mangadai he has. That is ridiculous. He has more Mangadai waiting. He has enough Mangadai to hold that right-hand side. He just needs a few Hussars to kill the skirms, and he's fine. The relics. I wonder if Nobunaga knows at this point. If Nobunaga knows, get it? I wonder if he's aware that there's no relics left for him on the map. That must be the case, right? Because he sees most of it. Yeah, that's not something he'll be very happy to know.
So, Red has cleared up that situation in the south. Now he's going to put a castle there, which is very nice. And he can shift his huge Mangadai army fully over to this push for blue. And
ooh, this could be the GG. Honestly, blue just lost his trebuchets. He still
Red's
can't
into the
push the
eco?
Mangadai, and Red's into the eco with 40 Mangadai. Or 23.
Oh, into that wood line. Oh, man. He could do so much damage here. Blue noticing right away, though.
Yeah. Him noticing means that he doesn't lose as many vills, but he still can't take what's left of his gold there, and what's left of the wood. I think Hrolf can finish off this game. He has drill siege rams. He has elite Mangadai. He has 5 relics. Just kind of waiting for the Hussars to come out, but the guy's population is so high, maybe he didn't feel like he had the pop space for it. Oh, he could be trapped though, Dave. Blue's coming back.
Yeah, but when blue comes back, then that gives red an opportunity to push forward. And he can afford to lose those Mangadai. He could look at his gold count. He could buy another castle to put on that neutral gold.
And the Hussars are there on the skirms. Yep, I think that's exactly what red wanted. Blue had to go back to defend. Red's taking all the space in the center of the map now. He's probably going to secure all the golds. I think it's just a matter of time till a ram arrives to this TC. And blue is down to 150 population with no relics. And the Mangadai are now coming in on this side. Nobunaga is undefeated in Hidden Cup 2, but it's not looking good for him here. Red, don't waste your Mangadai, though. Hit and run. I know you have the gold, but don't do that to my heart, please. Thank you.
I'd love to see a castle on that neutral gold from red. He's got the gold, just buy it.
Yeah.
Buy the stone.
I agree. I agree. Oh, God, the Mangadai, that does not look pretty. Credit to Blue for still creating camels. I don't know where he's getting this gold from. He did get guilds, so I think he's been selling his wood and some of his food. But he's not going to have enough of these Imperial camels. And just a few skirmishers, not going to be enough either as long as Red sends in Hussar, and he is. Beautiful reposition as well, and there's the castle you wanted, Dave. That could cement the victory for Hrolf the Ganger, and that could mean we're going on to game number 4 if this castle goes up.
Blue's actually building a castle on the hill as well, up there.
Wow.
Yep. But Red's got a siege workshop there, and he's making siege rams now,
Yeah.
so I don't know if that castle's going to stay up very long. Red has just played this really, really nicely ever since he lost that first group of Mangadai.
Yep. And Nobunaga calls the GG. Hrolf the Ganger says GG right back, and we're going on to game number 4. All right. Well, there were a few shaky moments, and I think the shaky moments were because Nobunaga did not go away easily. He's obviously very good. But Hrolf the Ganger gets the win, which means the score is now 2-1. And for the first time today, we'll see one of the home maps for Hrolf the Ganger. He has some cool ones. We talked about the Hideout home map. I think it was Hideout, right? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Okay, I think Hideout was one. Yeah, so we can get to that here in just a moment, guys. Let me change the score. Once I change the score, we can go to the achievements, and we'll move along.
When you're there, look at the map exploration for both of these players.
It was insane, wasn't it? And it was in
It was
Castle Age.
insane.
They had most of the map scouted. Like, that's why I'm really frustrated that Nobunaga didn't even try and stop those relics from being brought in, because he saw everything. If he didn't see it, then okay, whatever. But he saw it. Let's see, 99% of the map explored for Hrolf the Ganger, 95% for Nobunaga. And look at the gold difference there. Look at the stone difference. That's pretty huge. And obviously, had the game gone on, it would have been more kills for Hrolf and more resources. Okay, let's look at this. I have a feeling I had the scoreboard a bit backwards here with the way that this has been picked. And for some reason, this didn't dawn on me till now. Because we didn't need to use Hrolf the Ganger's home maps. I think I need to swap the scoreboard. Chat was probably telling me this, but I wasn't paying attention. So let me just switch this around real quick. We'll put Nobunaga on the left of the scoreboard. Because... Wait, I'm getting this.
What are you talking?
Am I getting this right?
About, man?
I'm not getting this right. I'm not getting this right. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's been. We're just gonna forget that happened.
Guys,
Hrolf the Ganger.
He had 4,000 relic gold. I know you were asking about relic gold.
4,000 relic gold. Got him in Castle Age. Yeah, it makes sense. Nobunaga has cross and hideout. He has Aztecs and Italians. I'm thinking Aztecs if it's hideout, and Italians if it's cross. For Hrolf the Ganger... sorry?
What are you going to do with Italians on hideout? Nothing.
Nothing, yeah. You're going to die, probably. So, and then for Hrolf, he'll probably use his Huns pick for cross, and then Berbers for hideout. I don't like the matchup on hideout for Hrolf, regardless of if he uses Huns or Berbers. I'm not drunk, guys. I casted 8 hours the first day, 9 hours the second day, very little breaks. It's exhausting stuff, and I'm just now waking up with no coffee, so I'll get there. I think Nobunaga should pick hideout here. Just finish him off. Go for Aztecs, get a clear advantage. Certainly get the relics, right? If you're going to go for hideout, get the relics with Aztecs. Jeez, he didn't do that last game. And here we are, guys. This looks sweet. This looks absolutely sweet. Welcome, guys, to Hidden Cup 2. How many viewers do we have? Close to 7,000 viewers today. Welcome, everyone. This is a tournament called Hidden Cup 2. If you didn't already realize, we don't know who these players are. We're trying to guess them as we cast. And the big reveal will happen tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the semifinals, and the finals today is all the round of 8 games or the quarterfinals. Hrolf has Berbers in the red. And then we have Nobunaga again in the blue, playing as the Aztecs. Dave, I know you're a huge fan of Hideout. Why don't you tell me about it?
Well, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Just zoom out. It's basically arena, but with palisade walls.
Yeah.
And there's a possibility you can cut through to your opponent's base.
Yep. That's pretty much it. I've seen a lot of forwards on this map. I feel like going with man-at-arms forward, let's just say, for example, blue comes forward and starts attacking red here. And then, while he's attacking there, he could stonewall this area and stonewall this area and get all of the map. I feel like that's a strong strategy.
I've seen that a lot, but the key to that strat, you mentioned it, is you got to stonewall the other side.
Yes.
You can't let your opponent get out of your, I want to say, your pressure zone that you've created for them.
Yeah, and I don't know exactly what Berbers will be shooting for against Aztecs here. You have to have civilizations that work for every map, and the maps are picked before the civ draft. Berbers seems a bit questionable for me. Though, I guess the unique unit for Berbers is very similar to Mangadai. Uh-oh, we gotta let the pig in. There we go. So maybe, since Hrolf the Ganger is so good with Mangadai, he'll be good with Camel Archers in this matchup, Dave.
Really nice map generation for blue. He had both his boars inside, he had all 4 of his deer inside. Whereas Hrolf has to push his deer through the gates and has to lure his boars through the gates. It's just an extra little annoyance.
Yep. Yeah, fortunately, I guess, for red, blue didn't... Oh my god, did you see blue just shot his deer? Doubt confirmed, he just shot his deer. He must have misclicked his hotkey, and that deer is dead. That's 140 food he won't have. You jinxed him. You just said his deer were great, Dave. That's on you.
Karma.
That is Curse of the Commentator right there. Who would do that? I don't even do that. Oh, wow, I guess everyone makes mistakes. Everyone's human. Let's see if he gets it right this time.
Okay, calm down. You've definitely shot your deer at some point.
Oh, I have. Yeah, I have. I'm just exaggerating as a commentator to make people say it's doubt when it's not. That's all. Don't spoil my tactics, man. Dude, I don't know what you do as Berbers here, honestly. Maybe you go forward, Man-at-Arms towers, and then build a castle and go Camel Archers with map control, maybe? Do you have any thoughts? Berbers get Cavalier and Camel Archers in Imp, and that's really strong, but...
Well, I mean, he sees the 1 gold outside. He doesn't see any resources along the walls.
Yeah.
So, like, if you go forward, where do you pressure? And is it really going to work the way you want it to?
Yeah. It's hard to say. I think one big benefit of going forward is even if it fails, you can wall behind. But, yeah, I'm with you. I'm not sure on what Berber's game plan should be. Maybe we will see Fast Castle Camel Archers. I'm just thinking of the Imperial Age strengths, and Aztecs would have their Elite Eagles and their amazing skirmishers, the Aflac Skirms. So maybe that in combination would struggle against Berbers if Berbers had Cavalier. We'll see, guys. Obviously, Hrolf the Ganger has a plan. 3 farms tells me this is a fast castle for Hrolf. No other reason he would build 3 farms at this point. And looks like a fast castle for Nobunaga. Dave, this is just like our arena days, man. Except there's no Geodude on the map.
Yeah, I can't see a picture in this map. I'm sorry.
Yeah, what's the wood look like? It kind of looks like a...
Don't.
I don't see anything. Maybe chat can help me out. It's hard to see anything there. Okay, so they're both on the way to Feudal Age. Pretty similar times, similar vill counts, 24 vills for both. A few vills to gold. Yep, this is Fast Castle. Did he get Loom? Interesting that Nobunaga has not researched Loom. Oh my god, chat. Stop it.
Chat, calm down.
Stop it.
How old are you?
Jesus. Nobunaga did not get Loom because he was not counting on ever leaving his walls, so he saved a little bit of gold for later on. And then Loom was researched by... wait, was Loom researched? No, it wasn't researched. Never mind. I thought it was for some reason.
Yeah, and you see what Nobunaga's done with that little palisade on the stone?
Yeah. So you could build palisades anywhere on the Age of Empires 2 map, and it'll show you what's on that tile. So because he doesn't see any miners there, he knows that his opponent's not on stone. Yeah, it's the T90 logo in the trees. Exactly. Just weird to me. The build order for red doesn't look too good. He tried to go up rather early without having the deer. Now the deer's running back on him. Blacksmith market for him. Maybe he'll have to use the market a bit. I expect that Nobunaga will go for a few monks to get the relics, Dave. And then probably boom.
Red will be fine, because he had to get Loom, right? So he won't be using food to make the villagers.
Yeah.
He should be good.
Yep, Loom, Garrison. Yep, he's fine. Okay. I think this scout is going to become very important. It's just one unit, but if he's able to snipe Blue's monks, as Blue is hoping to get relics, that will be a big deal. We saw last game, Hrolf won the game because of the relics, and now Aztecs, they get 33% more gold. Oh, what is this from Blue, though? Here we go. The scout will be important. Tell me Red's going to see this.
Please, see it. Dude, come on.
He sees it.
Other way.
He sees it.
That's huge.
Wow. And I think Blue was hoping to go forward with a monastery and a siege workshop. And now Red is clued in. And Blue is sending his eagle to help these villagers out. What do you do now, Dave? I'm not sure if you... Okay, maybe you go for a stable, yeah, and go for light cap. There's the barracks now for Hrolf. And then he'll probably follow that up with a stable and a few scouts to pick off monks.
Do you go stable and then monks of your own? You can collect the relics, maybe get
a few yourself. I think the concern is that if you add a stable and you go for a monastery, you're not going to have TCs, and will fall way behind in economy. It really depends how aggressive Blue is. But I think ideally for Hrolf, he's able to get light cav, and he can snipe monks and snipe vills. And what we'll see is spears. No, it's actually eagles. Okay, I thought it would be spearmen and monks from blue, but he'll go for eagles and monks.
You're going eagle monk? That's gold intensive.
Yeah, so blue probably will not have a second TC anytime soon. This is a classic arena build. It's just that the arena was flip-flopped a bit. To go with eagles and monks is standard stuff on that map. Oh my god, tree hop! Tree hop! Nobunaga saw the tree in the wall. Can he hop this? Oh my god!
He's done it!
He chops the tree, builds a palisade. Now red needs to quick wall his base, but the eagles could get in. These have scale mail.
If he gates this,
Another
the
gate.
eagles will be trapped out.
Oh, the eagles are going to attack this gate on the left, and the quick gate fails. No!
What a disaster!
Oh, man, but at the same time, the scouts are running out, and they will kill a villager. Can he quick wall his gold? Doubt. Quick wall. He's got it. Kind of. I mean, there's still more damage to be done, but he's got it, kinda.
Quick wall the wood. He got it.
Nice. Confirmed to not be dealt. Gotta be careful with these scouts, though, Hrolf. I don't think you can throw away your scouts. Scouts just have to snipe monks. Don't worry about the eagles. It's tough, but that's the situation he's in. Man, how tilting would that be? Your opponent gets into your base because of a tree in your wall that you did not wall behind.
You gotta stone gate that, man.
You mean stone gate behind that, or
no?
just
On
like
the initial gate that he put down.
Ah, yeah, I agree. He was going to stone anyway. This is gonna be tough for Hrolf. I mean, he's gonna deal with the eagles now. He has 2 town centers, but he doesn't have a lot of space, and there's not a lot he can really do now because he can't send the knights out.
Scouts.
Yeah, his scouts are dead. He can't send the knights out because they'll get converted. Aztec style with eagles and monks is so hard to kill. Blue doesn't even need a Mangonel. He could go for a ram and start taking down the stable. There's nothing red can do about it. This comes back to me questioning the Berber pick. Didn't feel like it was a great play. I think Hrolf was hoping to save for a castle, but now he feels like he needs some towers. He bails on that tower. I think he'll get the tower up right next to his TC, but blue could waltz right in if he goes through a house, Dave.
If blue gets a Mangonel out, he could potentially deny this push, and he's looping around behind with knights. If he kills that forward villager as well,
yeah, I see it.
Stop some momentum here.
I think blue is going to be keeping an eye on that, though. Then he sent an eagle that way, expecting there to be a sneak, I imagine.
Man, red's been so good with this villager micro, garrisoning and ungarrisoning.
To get the tower up, yep, I'm watching the
yeah,
Vill
and the
here.
Vill's gonna die!
Now, he hasn't weathered the storm yet. You need to run. You need to run. Okay. Good stuff.
Play.
But Dave, how does he deal with Eagle Warrior with chainmail and 3 monks? He just can't.
I think you build up your defense.
Yeah.
And you run around with these knights in the back and make sure there's no reinforcements coming to this army.
Okay.
Because now you have a Mangonel, now you have the tower there.
And then you hope you get a castle up.
Yeah, you could potentially stop this. Look, he's just going to hang around and make sure no reinforcements come out from that siege workshop. And now blue is stuck in this corner over here.
And if blue slips up, he could lose all of his eagles and his Mangonel to reds. You're right. I think there's potential. Now, he just lost a villager. And he needs another wall behind because blue's going around. Oh, God. Okay, at least it's a stone wall, not a palisade. Yeah, so that's fine.
And Blue's doing something really tricky here. He's got 1 eagle on the other side of red's base patrolling just in case red runs out that way.
Oh, and blue out micros red with the Mangonels. Oh, that's not what Hrolf needed here. Is Hrolf going to run in? He should. Why not, right? Oh, God. The gates. No! No! Hrolf! This is not good. This is not good, man. He's losing his Vill lead. Most of his Vills are now hiding inside the town center. He does have enough for a castle soon, Dave. maybe he could get a castle up and stabilize. It's a big maybe, but maybe.
What a disaster. And he's got two
Back
of
it
his
up.
knights at Blue's base.
Micro. Come on, Hrolf. Go. Tower and TC both garrisoned. So, still
Repair.
Still not, yeah, still not gonna be enough. Blue is looping around the other side with another monastery. And yeah, I did notice the knights here, they're getting walled out. Good alertness from Blue to notice that, though. He's gonna build a castle. Some people have said this could be down. Where's he gonna build this castle?
Where's the optimal position? Okay, he's deleting the walls at the front near that gold.
Oh boy.
There's an eagle there.
Oh boy. Is Blue gonna spot this one? He doesn't see it. That's probably the best spot, I think. Because it also protects that gold slightly. Oh, Mangonel.
He's actually losing his Mangonel.
Is that a tower or an outpost? That is a tower for Nobunaga on the other side, the left side of Red's base.
Sloppy from Blue to lose his monks here. Or he lost one monk, and now he's going to send the eagles in again.
Yeah, so that's 3 in total. His 3 monks didn't get a single conversion. It's going to be tough because Nobunaga is on 3 town centers behind all of this. And as I mentioned at the start, he could always wall the sides now. He doesn't even need to pressure now. But Hrolf is still in it. This could go to Imp. Hrolf is still in it. He could make a few camel archers. Could stabilize, possibly.
He's not, though. He's still making knights.
Yeah, and he has so many idols, man. Look at the idols. So much idle time for his economy, and Nobunaga has been untouched. And Nobunaga gets a conversion on one of those knights. Well played, my friend. Well played. I'm just looking at the Vil count and remembering the fact that Hrolf has had so much more idle time. And I fear for Hrolf. Oh no, he wants to stop the tower. Will Blue realize this, though? He does realize it, and he gets a conversion. That's so good from Nobunaga. That is so good. And he's killing Vils.
I don't think there's a way back in this.
No.
For Red.
I don't see it. Nobunaga's all over him. Nobunaga has a relic as Aztecs. Even if he doesn't complete this tower, it doesn't truly matter all that much. The damage has already been done. And redemption on the way now for Nobunaga so he can convert enemy Mangonels. Not sure that's necessary, but it's something that will help. Oh, actually, could be necessary here. Aztecs are just really strong, and I think Nobunaga has played the most solid throughout the series. Oh, the Mangonel. Don't lose your Mangonel. Okay, Hrolf will save his Mangonel. All we're doing is watching a slaughter, though. Like, there's no, like, oh, Red has changed it up by doing this. No, it's just Red losing things. That's all that's happening. Another batch of villagers will go down.
He's trying to drop that TC. It's going to get denied.
Oh, my God. This does feel like the Max, Dave. This has Max vibes. Max would definitely go for Siege and Monk push. Maybe it is
It's just
Max.
It's like Red doesn't have the map control. He doesn't have the eco advantage. He doesn't have the better civ.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the relics.
I didn't think it was the worst hold from Red either. It's just that Aztecs, if played this way, are so dominant. And Blue played it perfectly.
And he's slowly closing the vice here. He's going to put a tower on the opposite side of that wood line in gold. He's got the siege and monk, or siege and monastery to the right side. He's got the monastery to the top side. Like,
I mean, Blue's gonna click Imp soon as well. He's getting guard tower. See, this is not a time that other players would get guard tower. Maybe Tato? Maybe Tato, maybe Max. I think we're right on that. I think this could be the Max. Who didn't play in the first Hidden Cup, by the way. 4 TCs behind this for Nobunaga. What a beast.
you mean 5. He's just placed his 5th foundation at the top.
Where? Oh my god! 5 TCs! Maybe he won't up to Imp all that soon, but he'll get a huge Vil lead. Bigger than he already
It's
has.
all blue. Everything on the map is blue.
Yeah. Except for these camel archers. And blue realizes that. He's making a few monks. Look at the reaction time from blue. Okay, I'm going to jinx him now. I was going to say look at the reaction time with the monks. And now he's losing a Mangonel. And he has his monks out of position. No! Oh my god! Are you kidding me? I swear, players have to start paying me to say good things about their opponent. Because I will definitely make sure that your opponent fails. Prior to that, his monk conversions were great. He was, there we go. He's right back at it, getting 2 conversions. He's on his way to Imp Dave. Hrolf played super good yesterday. He's played good today, but he needs a lot of help now. 40 Vils behind. Won't be in the Imperial Age. I just don't see it. Elite Eagle will kill him. And we might even see the GG. Hrolf might call the GG once the Imperial Age comes in for Nobunaga. I don't see what he can do.
He's outclassed.
Yeah. He's definitely outclassed. And it's going to be Elite Eagle. 110 Vils. 3 relics for Nobunaga. He has control of both sides of Hrolf's base. I think Hrolf would have probably called it if it was game 1. But if he loses this game, he's out of Hidden Cup 2. So he's trying his best here. It's just a matter of time. So we think that this could be Max. I think Tato is a decent shout as well. Though I'm not totally convinced on the Tato one.
I don't think Tato would have added that 5TC up at the top of the map.
And I did watch Max play 2 games on Hideout. They were just rated games. And he has this habit of building what looks like random buildings. Do you see how he has barracks on the left, barracks on the north? They're all randomly placed. That's not something Tato would do either.
It's good, though, because it gives him more scouting opportunities.
Yeah, I think a lot of players would build them all together. I don't think this is Tato, but hey, we'll find out tomorrow. Nobunaga will move on. Nobunaga will play in the semifinals tomorrow, and Hrolf the Ganger is out. I think Hrolf played super good in day 1, versus Blood of the Hun. He won 3-2, but as you said, Dave, he was completely outclassed here today by Nobunaga.
Yeah, he was behind on every single game except that Mongol Regicide Arabia game, which he did play very, very well there. But on this Hideout, like you said at the start, Berbers versus Aztecs, it's like a 10% chance.
Yeah.
If both players play well.
Well, it wasn't just the gameplay. Why would you use Spanish on Cup? I don't get it. Why would you have Berbers to use on Hideout? If you look at this Civ draft, it's not as if there weren't other strong civs available. He just chose civs that didn't suit the maps that would be coming up. So game 1's always Arabia, and then it's 2 home maps for each player. The maps are decided before you pick the civs. I just don't understand why you see Berbers as a fit for Hideout. I think that he picked civs that he thinks would be strong, and then when it came down to it, he's like, oh shoot, I have to use Berbers on Hideout? He picked the civs that he liked, but he didn't pick them for the maps, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas with Nobunaga, he obviously had a plan. I feel like Indians on the Regicide Arabia was a fine pick despite losing. All the civilizations, Aztecs, Malians, Japanese, Indians, they all worked on those maps. And he knew how to play them, of course. Here's the achievements. If you want to see how insane the domination was. 56 units killed for Hrolf. But look at that economy, man. This guy is a boomer, and we're going to do a poll here in a moment. You guys can vote on who you think Nobunaga is and who you think Hrolf is. Are you saying Max, Dave? Because I'm with you on that. I think that could be him.
I thought Max since the very first game.
Okay.
It's just everything about it is so Max-like.
And you know what it is? In game, was it 3, I guess, where Nobunaga didn't stop those relics from being brought in. I mean, I don't mean to diss Max, but if we're talking about MBL snags those. If we're talking about a few of the other players, he at least stops it. Maybe Max is so focused on the boom that he wasn't even worried about that at the time. So that was something else that came into play, because I pretty much eliminated the top 4 or 5 in my eyes because they didn't stop those relics in that Arabia game. Okay, so let's get the polls up and running, guys. We have over 7,000 people here today. Get the T90 who's in the chat subs, and we'll try and vote. We will first vote for Nobunaga. You guys can just type a number in my Twitch chat associated with the player. Remember, there's 16 players it could be. Someone typed 7 immediately and said Nikov. All right. Could be Nikov, man. Could definitely be Nikov. Now we get to see how much chat believes us. Because I'm going to assume that most of chat does not know much about Max.
They're just sitting there. They're listening to us. They're like, oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Well, Max plays a lot of team games. So we don't even know much about Max in 1v1s. But Max is incredible at playing pocket in team games and booming up. And his boom was really what separated him from Hrolf in these games. His economy was outstanding. While you guys are getting your votes in, thank you Chart, Super Grubby, Kinfire, The It, Pasano, Hollebeck, DB, Houchen, Lord Drummall. Thank you guys for your subs and resubs. Thank you to Chesco. I honestly wasn't looking at this list at all today. Chesco, I hope you're still there. He donated $100 and said, hype. Thanks, T90. What a tournament. What a year. Go Robin Hood. All right, man. Thank you so much for that. Everyone who is here and watching, whether you're a sub or not, has made this event awesome. To have this many people voting, this many people involved is exactly what we wanted to see. Okay, the poll is closed. Let's vote for Hrolf the Ganger now. I would probably say Tim. I got to pull out my notebook. Hold on a second. I've been making notes. What did I write for Tim? I wrote Tim as Joan.
We had Tim as Joan yesterday. I think this was more Tim.
Maybe, yeah. I think Joan might have been peak Tim, but this is regular day Tim. Okay, yeah, see, my notes are wrong if I think this is Tim, so who knows, man. I don't think it was Dal. Maybe it was like Veliz or something. Maybe it was a Finland's match of Veliz or ACCM.
Veliz is never going to pick Spanish.
Yeah, I don't think so either. It's got to be a Chinese player. Or a German, apparently, according to chat. Because they're saying Jordan 23, so